I hit the button by accident. Here we are live.
Oh, we're live. We're live. We didn't even get an intro today.
I know.
That's the way it rolls. How's it going? So I'm gonna let Scott do his intro. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead. Come on.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Clydesdale Media Weight Loss Journey. My name's Scott Schweitzer. I'm the Clydesdale. She is Cheryl Nasso. She's my nutrition coach. And we're here to do the weekly check-in. But I accidentally hit the button. I have this meeting that is scheduled till 4. I start these at 4:05. They never end on time. Never, and I hate that. You
Well,
schedule a meeting, it should end when it should end.
and you saved the intro just like that. We
There
don't
it
need
is.
we don't need no fancy intro. No. So how you feeling today? Obviously, the stress of I get it, like running out of a meeting into another meeting is always like that back to back woosah. So how you feeling?
I feel okay. I'm still having some of the gas issues, but I was at my daughter's house this weekend with not a lot of control over food, so had to go with what I could, and just had to wing it kind of through it. And then, of course, I was around 3 dogs all weekend, so yesterday was just recovery day.
Got it. So what did winging it this weekend look like in your nutrition?
Um, so
You logged.
I did.
Yep.
We ate out a lot because my daughter is not a great cook, and I guess that is on me.
Yeah. Looks like Saturday you had a bagel, chicken and coleslaw, and a Philly cheesesteak.
That's pretty much it.
3 square meals. Sunday you had a chicken sandwich and fries and breakfast for dinner.
Yep,
All right. And then were you there Friday too?
I was.
Let's see what Friday was. Friday was bagel and eggs, McDonald's, and it looks like a pasta dish of some sort.
Yep,
So no snacking though. You were kind of just like a 3 square meals kind of a person this weekend.
pretty much. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't snack at all.
Sometimes that helps because obviously, if you can't really control calories that much, the less frequently you eat, at least you're controlling calories to, 3 meals. So I think you honestly did pretty good. I mean, even if your calories were off a little bit, your calories reported were still in the 1500 range. So even if you were off and you're logging by 1,000 calories, you likely still did a pretty good job. So I feel pretty solid about that. I feel like we need to say hello to some people because there's people that I haven't seen on here in a while, like Elise. I feel like she's been missing the past couple of weeks, right? I
It's
haven't seen.
okay. We're out there all the time. You can catch up the recording.
Yeah, I feel like
We got
I'm missing
Philip
her.
Kelly, Jake Chapman,
Yeah,
Braylon Tender, Jan Clark, Kenneth, of course, Jody,
yeah,
Judy, Holly. Can I just say, I know I don't see Damien in here.
my
His
girl.
wife is killing it.
Yeah, she is. She hasn't posted her new photos yet, but I'm excited to see her new photos because
She posted on IG.
I know she posted it. Not a transformation though, right?
It was just a picture, and
Yeah,
I met her at the games.
yeah,
She's killing it.
she really is. She's been. I don't have favorite clients, but she's been a very good client to work with. I want more people like her in my life. Yeah. So, speaking of that, I do have a challenge coming up, a jumpstart. So if anybody wants the details of that, I'll make sure I talk a little bit about it before we close up because it is how I actually got to work with Damien's wife. She signed up for my last jumpstart and decided to continue on with coaching. And she did it through the holidays, so she still went away. She went away for Thanksgiving and Christmas and still came back and losing weight, feeling good. So, but this is not about her. This is about Scott Schweitzer. So coming off of the weekend,
I know it's about me, but there's a
yeah,
lot going on in the world, and you had a competitor take fourth at TFX.
I know. I know.
How was that this weekend?
It was good. Well, she's beating herself up because she feels like she should have done better. That's just the nature of I'm like, girl, you were behind 2 games athletes and another semifinal athlete. Like you did awesome. So I'm very, very, very happy for her. So she's actually in recovery mode right now. So I'm like, don't drop your calories. I know that you are not you're not working out a bunch this week, but you got to keep fueling yourself. So um I see somebody looking to absolutely. You can definitely reach out to me. So I love that. I love the confidence there. I plan to make it to the CrossFit Games in 2025. That's somebody who is going to be a competitor right there. Some people would see that and think that that's somebody that is like quote unquote cocky. Nope. That's somebody who says, I'm going to be on that stage one day. And that's why he's going to be there. So for sure, I would love to be able to help you out. So definitely reach out to me. I'll put my email in. You guys know my IG handle. You can DM me on Instagram at Cheryl Nasso, or you can also email me. Or I'm going to also put the link to my upcoming challenge as well. So you guys will have that too. So, anyways, so you're coming off of the weekend. How did the gym go last week? Any gym workouts in?
Yeah. I got in 2 workouts last week before I left, and
Awesome.
then I haven't been back since I got back this week.
Got it. So you still working out in your garage or did you go to the gym?
Oh, I went to the gym last week.
Oh, awesome.
I did the garage yesterday.
Okay. Which class are you typically taking? Are you taking the nooner
Yeah.
time? Got it. Cool. How did it feel to be back at the gym? Because I know you've been missing. You haven't really been to the gym since what, December?
Yeah, I've been back hit or miss. Probably a couple times a week. With then accentuating that with the home gym.
Yeah, I gotcha. So you haven't missed too much from the gym, but it probably is feeling better to kind of be more regular in there. I know that your schedule, I know you like that more, is why I'm saying that. So
Yeah. Tuesdays are my rest day now because of the roundtable, and then Monday yesterday was just a recovery day. So I just did the garage. And that was fine.
yeah. Um, how's coming off the weekend with like the different types of foods? Did you find yourself experiencing any more hunger or cravings?
I haven't been hungry because of this gas. When the gas issue hits,
Mhm.
I'm not hungry.
It's still going on.
Well, I didn't have any control really over the weekend to try to get more basic foods. And I mean like not acid
Mhm.
or based foods,
I gotcha.
because I didn't have those at my disposal. So, um, yeah, I just did what I could.
Well, I know like last week we had talked about you were doing a good job of adding in more vegetables, and I kind of suggested maybe taking it back a little bit. Had you done that at all or not even noticed a difference?
Well, yeah, I didn't have a lot of vegetables this weekend.
So you're still having the gas. So that means that that's not the problem.
Right. But I don't think like a Philly cheesesteak is the best.
Right. Agreed.
Right. And
Well,
the McDonald's probably wasn't great.
yeah.
Um, so we're still fighting through that.
Okay. I gotcha. All right. So yesterday, back on track with things. Kind of had a lighter breakfast. Yeah, yesterday you didn't really eat much vegetables at all. So, but you still feel a little off today, right?
Today I feel better.
Okay.
Yesterday was pretty rough. Um, and it was more last night when I was trying to sleep.
Yeah.
I woke up.
Okay. All right. And today so far you have breakfast and lunch logged. All right. So obviously this week the weight is pretty much the same as it was before you left, which isn't a bad thing. You know, it's pretty much the same. So that just means obviously you're maintaining this week. Considering the weekend you had, did you enjoy your time with your family?
Yeah, my daughter moved into a house in a really nice neighborhood in Pittsburgh. My She lives close to my mom now, so my mom actually drove down for Saturday, so we got to hang out. It was raining the whole weekend, but we got to play games and hang out and be a family, and it was fun.
That's awesome. Did you feel stressed about the food at all?
I really didn't. I just was so proud of her and where she's come,
Mhm.
and I just wanted to be in that moment.
Yeah. I really think it's important for people to see that, like, you know, we're not all about, like, if it fits your macros. We are all about, like, you have to be obviously, we wanna see, like, primarily 80/20 whole foods. But when you have a weekend where, like, you don't have control over things, sometimes you have to do the best you can, and that's how you still continue to make progress. So, like, like, you didn't have so much control over your food, but you still did a good job of controlling calories. Now, I think that if I wanted to improve things a little bit more, I would say, trying to get options at fast food restaurants that are a little bit cleaner is a really good practice for people that do have to eat out more conveniently or more frequently. So, like, for instance, going to McDonald's, they've taken a lot of their healthier options off the menu, by the way. Like, they used to have salads. They don't have salads anymore, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, when I remembered, like, looking at I'm gonna pull it up because they used to have, like, the salad remember, like, the salad shakers that were a thing back in the day? But they do have, like, where you can get, like, a grilled chicken sandwich there. I know that they do have things like that. In fact, I even think they might even have, like, a lighter menu. Let's just kinda take a look. Actually, no, they don't even have a grilled chicken sandwich anymore. They have everything is McCrispy or McChicken or whatever. So they don't even have that anymore. So I think honestly, you probably did the best you could. What did you pick there? Double burger? Let's
Yep.
see. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best you could have done because they really don't. It's crazy. They used to have a grilled chicken sandwich, they used to have salads, and now they have none of that. They have literally burgers, chicken and fish sandwiches, but everything you really don't have much control over anything. I think the best you can do is maybe get a kid's Happy Meal and get the apple chips. That's really, like, the best thing you can do there. So, but, I think that, like, I always recommend people looking at the menu and trying to find the grilled options. I think, like you said, at a McDonald's, you probably did the best you can. KFC, you might have been able to find some different things. I'm pulling that one up now. And I think that it's important for people to take the time to do this stuff because, this is life. You're going to end up being at a fast food restaurant and have to make a good choice. So I think it's sometimes good to kind of take a look at things. You chose, what did you choose at KFC? You chose,
The
uh,
classic chicken sandwich.
yeah, you're a sandwich guy. I think I've noticed that. You like,
Well, I'm usually driving. So
mhm,
those were the 2 meals driving to Pittsburgh and driving home.
yeah,
And I'm not gonna be able to eat a salad while driving.
agreed, agreed. And they also don't have a grilled chicken sandwich. Can you believe that? It's just crazy. It's really sad that, like, you can't even get, like, something like that at a freaking restaurant, but that's just America. You can get everything is fried. Even their a la carte stuff is all fried. They don't have anything. So, honestly, Scott, you did the best you could because there really wasn't at that point, you're really not given much options. They don't have anything there. They don't even have salads there either. So, I think you did great. So,
So, can I say this? Like, before I started with you, if I went to McDonald's, it was a couple double cheeseburgers
mhm,
and a large fry.
yeah,
Now, like, I'm satiated with 1 and a small fry.
yeah, that's perfect.
And with KFC, same thing. Like, I would have ordered a shit ton of food. I had 1 sandwich and I only had some of the fries out of my wife's basket. Like,
Yeah. So I think you did awesome. That sounds like your portion control, moderation's all getting better. I'm looking at some of these comments, just kind of like scrolling through. So, what's the schedule like this week? Are you going to the gym or working out at home mostly?
so the plan is to work out at the gym as long I'm just leading a project this week. So as long as everything works out and I don't have to work over lunch.
Gotcha. I did want to make sure that everybody knows that you did send me photos. So I did get new photos of you. And it's so hard. Guys are so bad about taking photos. Like, when I put side by side photos together, like for one, you can tell you redid your bathroom. Is that where you took your photos in your bathroom?
It was, but it was a different bathroom.
Yeah, it was a different bathroom. I'm like, everything looks different. The like where you're at, like so some people take really good photos. They're front, side, back. You're one of those, let me take a selfie. So I do have some side by sides, but I'm not sharing them with anybody. You'll be able to see those, but nothing for anybody else. And I definitely do see a huge difference, especially in, when it comes to body fat, like there's like different types of fat that people don't even realize. And I don't know what it's called, but there's a specific kind of fat that I feel like that I'll have to look it up exactly because I didn't do that today, but it looks like you have less of it. And it's that like fat that causes almost like the rippling. It's it's more of an unhealthy fat. Like you can see a difference in the way your body looks. Like you look tighter, which is a really good thing. So just like talking a little bit about body fat, which you're like, oh, this is fun. So but I
Well,
do get photos. Yeah.
hearing that is so anti what I'm thinking because I have this excess skin that I'm just really mad at, and I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
It's just in my way, and it looks bad, and
Well, see, that's the other thing is because of the way you took your photos, I don't see that. So are you carrying a lot of that in your lower abdomen? That's my guess.
lower abdomen, and then on the sides
Yeah. Okay.
here, like
Yeah.
in the pec area.
Yeah. I had a client that has underwent 2 skin removal surgeries. I think that they have to kind of do it sometimes in series. He's undergone 2, and it's crazy looking at his transformation since the surgery. In fact, he's due for progress photos pretty soon. So hopefully that's something that you'll have in your future because it does help a whole bunch. And he would honestly not be opposed to me sharing the photos. He's a very open book, but it is drastic. I mean, that's also weight that you're carrying too. That extra skin. Like that's not body fat. So yeah. So this week I feel like is not much we can really do because this weekend was a little bit off. But are you feeling good and motivated right now with where you're at?
I do.
Good. I feel like then we're in a good space. And I do want to kind of show Isaiah because I think this would be helpful for you. I think I'm going to just show you because let me just pull this up, share screen.
While you're doing that,
Yeah.
Braylon, I do go to an affiliate.
Um, these
Just so you know.
photos might be kind of small, but Isaiah's lost quite a bit of weight. I mean, I think it was 150 pounds or so, give or take. And you can see how much loose skin he had. In fact, this was actually I think this might have been after his first surgery. And then you can actually see, let's see, where's the next one? Okay, this was after one of his surgeries. So you can see the huge difference, right? And now that was actually his latest photo. But yeah, so these were actually this was after one of his surgeries. And then he had to have another one done. So it's just crazy how different. Look at the difference in this. This was before I had any surgeries. This to where he is now. So, and he's dieted himself. Like he's a super dedicated client, but you can see the huge difference. It's crazy. So that's what you'll have in your future. Hopefully we can kind of get that approved for you. I know it takes a lot of work to get it approved, but for sure it's a big thing. So yeah, I just wanted to
Yeah.
put that up because it's big. So this week I feel like I'd like to get back to focusing on food quality, high fiber, all that kinds of stuff, get into the gym. Mentally though, how are you feeling?
I'm actually pretty good.
Good.
Um, things are moving in a really good direction um, with everything in my life. And so super stoked.
What are you thinking for semifinals and such? Are you planning on traveling or still that's up in the air still?
It depends on sponsorship money
Yeah.
and whether we can do that. But I
Yeah.
believe we've had some good talks and hopefully In the next week or two, we'll be able to make an announcement.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, what do you have going on this weekend with wife? You guys going on a date night?
I think we probably should because
Yeah.
we haven't done it in a while.
Mhm.
So we'll probably do that Friday night.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just going to be a chill weekend.
Good. And you feel good about your nutrition. You're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Good. I got to tell you, talking nutrition, if you guys don't have a Ninja Creamy, the Ninja Creamy is so worth it. Just saying. I think it's like anywhere from, depending on which one you get, 180 to 250 bucks, but it is so worth it. I have used it every single night, like for the last like 2 months. I freaking love it. I've had it since last year and it was sitting in a box for almost the entire year. And I finally took it out. It's amazing. The things you can make with it are just like so good. So good. I'm like hooked on it. And it's easy. Doesn't take much time at all, like putting this stuff in the ingredients together the night before. So good. So,
Um, yeah. The first place I heard of it was Christy
yeah.
and Patrick. And they were making their own like healthy ice cream.
Yep. It's exactly what it tastes like. It's like you can make regular ice cream in there too, like if you want to. You can make your own homemade ice cream, but you can also make healthier, lower fat options, which is awesome. So Bruce Wayne says podium cookies and cream is the worst. Man, let me just tell you, if you were around when Progenics was a thing, Progenics had their recovery and they had the more muscle. And that was their two proteins. And they had a cookies and cream flavor. And let me just tell you, it was the best protein. It had little chunks of cookie in it, little chunks of like Oreo cookie in the protein. Oh my, it was amazing. Amazing. Loved it. So, did you ever have that?
I didn't. I just started volunteering when Progenics was being phased out as a
Yeah.
sponsor. So I tried a couple of their things, but not the cookies and cream.
It's funny. I was at a gym down in Miami when I was at Wadapalooza, and somebody was wearing a Progenic shirt. I'm like, that is an OG shirt. In fact, I was a sponsored Progenics athlete, and a couple of weeks ago, I was cleaning out my CrossFit stuff, and I'm sure you have a gazillion T-shirts, but I had so many T-shirts. I remember Loco Mocha too. Um, I had so many T-shirts from Progenics, and I was like, okay, I need to part with these shirts. Like, they're not really memorabilia. They're just T-shirts. Like, this company no longer even really exists. It does actually have a website, but I felt like I was losing a piece of my soul getting rid of some of these shirts. But yeah, Progenics did make.
Were you one of their athletes?
I was, yeah. That's where I got to meet some really cool people when I was with them. I don't know if you know who Kendrick Ferris is. He's a I got to work with him like one on one. Traveled to California a few times for Progenic stuff. They were awesome. Like they definitely treated me very well. I was with them like when Miranda was a part of their. She actually worked for them. Miranda Alcaraz back then was Oldroyd. But yeah, they were awesome. Loved it. So,
Yeah.
but now I'm with First Form, not as a sponsored athlete, as a Legionnaire, mostly because I like their products. I think their products are great. Do I think that there's just as good of products out there? Absolutely. I'm not here to say, they're the ultimate, but what I like about First Form is that I don't have to worry about I could literally give my clients supplements solely from First Form and feel really good that they're getting good quality. Even though I might recommend different brands for different things, for the most part, I could literally just give people a link to First Form and they could get everything that they needed there and I would feel good about it. But I do sometimes, like, I have you on different vitamin D, I have you on different fish oil. Mostly because I find that some, like, for instance, I think that fish oil, think liquid fish oil is much easier for the body to absorb. So I will always go for a liquid version of that. So Yeah, Philip, I did actually get rid of quite a few of my Progenic shirts. I kept a couple. So
So Judy asks, what do I use? For protein, I actually still have some Extend from C4.
yep,
Um, and I like the flavor of it. I like it a lot. It just, they only have 2 flavors.
that's my yeah, they have 2 flavors.
Um,
It's good
and
though.
so it's good, and it's really good mixed in yogurt. Their vanilla ice cream mixed in yogurt is really awesome. It almost tastes like cream cheese when you do that. So
You know,
that's really
yeah, you can actually make a really good if you mix protein powder with like reduced fat cream cheese, you can make a high protein that almost tastes like icing, and you can put it on things, or you can make like a dip that way. Just saying, but yeah,
and then as Cheryl mentioned, I use First Form for my vitamins, except for I do, and then Wild Health put me on some supplements that like a beef liver capsule that I take, um, a meta, it's like for your heart, and then I take the liquid, whatever we were just talking about,
yeah, fish oil.
omega threes.
Core Omega is what you take. Elise says, I just can't find anything that tastes as good as Core Power. So the reason why like the Core Power, those are like the pre-made shakes, is because they're not just a whey protein powder. This is the biggest mistake people make is I was actually about to make a post that I'm probably going to get some hate for about how Fit Aids and whey protein shakes are doing absolutely nothing for your recovery. But people literally just mix their protein powder with water and they think it's going to taste good. And yes, there are some that taste better than others, but like that's just blah. And the reason why like the Core Power tastes good is because it's creamier. So my recommendation is always to mix your protein powder with either unsweetened almond or cashew milk, or if you do dairy, doing even like the Fairlife brand fat-free milk, because that actually has higher protein in it as well. But it does taste better. And I think that a couple of brands that I would also recommend, if you haven't tried the First Form vanilla ice cream flavor, that's really good. Um, P Science is another brand of protein powder that I think tastes really good and is actually really good for baking. PE Science, so PESCIENCE. Again, not sponsored, but that's another brand that has a pretty good amount of variety for their protein powders and is pretty tasty. That's another one that I like as we're getting onto protein powders. So y'all, you don't even need a protein powder, but I think that some people it's easier to get the protein in, and it could make getting your protein a little bit more exciting if you get bored of just eating chicken and fish all the time. So yeah, I like Kenneth's go-to. That's kind of my thing. Kenneth, if you've never tried the frozen banana, that's what I do. Add a scoop of peanut butter, or if you're watching your fats, use the powdered peanut butter. Amazing. Just adds a little bit more to it. And Elise, also, that's another trick for you too. Add a little powdered peanut butter in there. That's another good one. Holly, yes, it is. And I'm actually going to send you my link because I want you to be attached to me, because I want all of my clients attached to me. Anybody that wants to join the First Form family with me, I'll actually just put this in the actual comments here. If I have it, I think I do. Microfactor. I got all kinds of links from First Form, so I want to make sure I give you the right one. All right, so this week we're going to go to the gym. We're going to be back on track. You're not traveling this week, so everything's pretty much status quo. I did get photos, so I feel good about that. What else, man? I feel like this check-in's pretty uneventful.
It is pretty much.
That's a good thing. That's honestly a good thing. Guys, when it comes to nutrition check-ins should be somewhat boring work when you're doing the work. That's the main thing. So you're not reporting aside from the gas, that's your main upset right now. So let's see how things go this week. If that's still not getting better, then I have some other tricks up my sleeve that we can mess around with next week. Fitness challenge. No, we actually haven't even really done a fitness challenge this month. We've kind of been a little bit in limbo.
I've been waiting on the cardio workouts.
I know. So you have to get on Coach Cheryl because Coach Cheryl hasn't been. So do you want to go ahead and do that in February?
Yes.
Okay. I'm writing this down right now, and we'll start that starting like now. So we'll get in 2 this week. You 2 a week, right? That's what you
Yep.
wanted? Okay. Cardio sessions. Cardio party. How long do you usually have for those types of workouts? Just so I know. 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
30 probably is good.
Okay. And anybody that wants to join in, I'll post them on my social media too. So you can do that. So
Kenneth asks, how's sleep been? It's been good until I get this gas bubble thing, and then I'm up burping for a while, and then I go back to sleep. Then I usually get the gas bubble again, then I'm up burping. So
but you know
it's
what's
not
weird is
continuous.
what time are you eating before bed? What's your last meal?
Well, you can see in my log, I haven't even been eating an evening snack,
Yeah, that's what I'm
trying
saying.
to like calm things down.
But
So
maybe that's also part of the problem.
okay.
You normally do eat a nighttime snack, right? You might be getting too much stomach acid built up in the middle of the night if you're going too long without eating. So, like, if you're let's try and eat a light snack the night before bed, like the yogurt and some granola, something like that, and see if that doesn't get you a little bit better sleep tonight.
Okay.
Something light, not something like 200 calories or so, just to kind
Sounds
of
good.
help. Because the other thing is, if you're getting if your stomach is too empty, stomach acids might be building up and making things worse. And you're waking up with all the stomach acid and nothing to absorb it. So let's try something like that. So,
Okay. I can do that tonight.
all righty. So we're gonna have 2 cardio sessions in this week. We're gonna have a week of you being consistent, obviously at home, and we'll see where things look next week.
Sounds good.
All right.
And I'm a guest on a podcast in a half hour or so.
Oh yeah, which one?
Coaching your coach, coaching something like that. But I don't even know if they're going live or anything. It's a guy I met. He had credentials at the games. We got to know each other over the last couple of years. Reached out to me and wanted to have me on.
I'm gonna.
So
Is it on YouTube? You think?
I will post stuff about it as soon as it's released.
What is it called? Coaching your coach?
I think so.
I just wanted to pull it up on podcasts. I'm always looking for new podcasts to follow.
It's something to that degree.
All right, cool. Coaching your coach. Are you planning on doing the open?
Yeah.
All right.
This will
Awesome.
be year 12,
All right. That's awesome.
I think.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see how things go this week with you. So I'm going to be on you about the photos and stuff monthly. So now we've got a place to start at the beginning of the year. We're going to keep up with that as well. So, all righty.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
With that, we will catch everybody next time. Thank you so much to everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome. As always, we love you so much. And it's fun catching up every Tuesday afternoon at 4:05 p.m. We'll catch you next time on the Clydesdale Media Weight Loss Journey. Bye, guys.